Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm Jay Jones, your host and ordinarily your dungeon master. However, this week brings you part 5 of our bonus adventure, where myself and the producers play a game run by Mike Christensen, centered on the side character of Gormo, the dwarf manservant to Prince Horace Kemp. So without further ado, let's get to the game.
Previously, on Friday Night Quests. In order to protect a town full of innocents, our heroes successfully defeated an army of orcs. However, in his final moments, their leader implied that our heroes were protecting the wrong people.
So, what did he say about...
I don't know, I'm thinking back right now, and Gormo kind of, remembers, in Hulk vision, basically, where he's, remembering when he was raging, him saying, you're on the wrong side, things like that. That doesn't make any sense. How could we have been on the wrong side? He was gonna kidnap a bunch of women. It's crazy.
I don't know, unless maybe... he could just be putting things into our heads.
That's probably what it was.
Dante's not listening. He's just looking at his body. All the hair's gone. He looks down his pants. He's just up his looks at his shirt. He's just what? I don't have hair anywhere.
Are you okay? You've got a big eyeball in the middle of your forehead. Sloop. Oh, sorry, you had an eye in the middle of your forehead. What is going on? Did that wizard do that to you, or whatever that was?
Yeah,
no.
What the hell was that? It was like he was seeing through the staff.
I don't know.
I think we should start heading back, though. I mean,
before we go, Gormo's just going to investigate the area and just look on the priest, the blinded priest, and also look on, what was his name again? Visceral?
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's a 20 for investigation.
I also want to look at. I want to look at just visceral.
Okay.
Search for any notes or papers that he might have.
Aedoro's just gonna head to the top of the stairs and just what is at the top of the stairs?
It looks like there's another cavern leading out.
So he's just gonna go to the top of the stairs and look at the cavern entrance and look at that. I'll wait till they.
Sure. On the priest's body, you find some notes in orc.
Okay.
They're
I pass those to Dante because I can't read them.
Yeah.
But what do I find anything on Visceral?
On Visceral, both of you look at Visceral's body, and you find some coins and some rubies and things that are definitely things of value. They're worth probably about 300 gold total. The gems and things that are in his pockets and satchels and stuff.
Well, I don't really have any need of these, so if you'd like these, you can have them.
Sure.
So I pass those to Dante. Can you read this writing? It was on the body of this priestly orc here.
Yeah. Let me look.
You note that they are notes on a ritual. Make an Arcana check.
That would be 6.
Yeah, his handwriting's real bad.
It's
And you don't recognize some of the terms that are being used.
All I know is that it's some sort of ritual and I don't understand anything about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a ritual, but...
I guess they were probably going to do something pretty bad here.
Maybe those cages?
Do we look up? Do we see any more from the cages themselves? Anything else?
Make a perception checks or investigation checks.
18 investigation.
That's a 15 perception.
17 perception.
Cool. You guys all pretty much sorted out. You look at it. You think these might have been bodies from longer ago, before the orcs were here, that have been dead for decades, perhaps. Whatever this place was, whatever this fortress or complex this was, these bodies were left here to die. But a lot of them are empty still.
So we can tell that these were not orc crafted or orc made. It looks like the orcs were just kind of roosting here.
Squatting, yeah.
Okay.
So Aedoro wants to check the entrance that's at the top of the stairs?
Sure.
Hell yeah. That is a 27.
Yeah, it's not hard to see that this is probably how the wyvern was going in and out. And you can see that there's a path leading down to a different section beyond the canyon that you weren't aware of. An area that you hadn't come to.
But it doesn't look like it could be a way out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it leads out into the sky and down the hill.
So I look down. I'm like, this looks like this is the way out.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, yeah. So we follow you out.
All right.
But,
So
yeah, as we walk, I want to. So I need to talk to you guys. What was Visceral? Oh, my hair's gone. What was Visceral talking about? Protecting the wrong people?
I don't know. We think he might have just been trying to mess with us, mess with our heads psychologically.
I mean, you guys heard it better than I did. I was in the middle of fighting the wyvern.
He just kept saying, you guys are on the wrong side, or you're protecting the wrong people. I'm not entirely sure. I was not in the best of sorts. My memory is usually very good, but it was a little foggy.
Guess we just need to go back to town. I mean, he did want to steal all their women, so he seemed
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
wouldn't
not
know. He's not a
good guy.
credible person. And I mean, those people certainly attacked us when we were coming up in the caravan, so I have to imagine we're on the right side of this. I don't know why we wouldn't be. Did you see anything while we were in town that would give you any kind of pause for us being on the wrong side of this? Like anything out of the ordinary?
Not that
Everybody
I could
seemed
notice.
pretty nice and normal.
The only person that seemed suspicious was the owner of the inn, but she just seemed more dumb than, like, malicious.
Oh, why? What happened with her? She told me not to cook with their food and stuff, but I...
She lit a bunch of incense that night that gave people nightmares.
Wait, what? Wait. Someone was working with nightmares stuff?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
The
Last
night
n-
that you got the full night's sleep.
Last night.
Oh, I didn't have any nightmares. I felt pretty good. So you think it was just accidental?
She gave us the impression that she didn't intend harm.
Okay. Well, okay, well then I guess it's fine. I mean, you guys probably talked to her and...
I mean, as far as we could tell, I wouldn't say I trust her, but running some kind of ring that's worse than a bunch of orcs that attacked us and then attempted to steal all of the women, not so much.
Okay, well, I mean, I think we...
Talk to the mayor.
Yeah, we've completed our mission here. I think hopefully someone can let us pass, and I still have to find that dirty wizard I've been looking for. His name's Sweeney. I keep referring to him as Dirty Wizard, but he is actually a friend. Sort of. I don't know. I think he is. But let's probably make our way back to town.
All right, so we start walking back.
Cool. It takes you about 2.5 hours because you are not the same distance you were from the town.
When we entered it, yeah.
You arrive. It's getting later in the evening. The sun is probably beginning to set, although it's difficult to tell with the clouds. But you can see some pink on the horizon at this point. And the guards wave you in, and they open the doors. And there are some people sort of expectantly. You see that all of Samson's militia, the men and women that he's been working with, they're exhausted and they're kind of beat up, but they're like ready and they're like waiting and they're like, so we're ready to go?
Yeah.
The deed is done.
The deed is over. We should be good.
Do they react to my hairless body?
Jesus, what? Paylor, what the hell? They're looking at you all nervous and they're saying, wait, what? It's done. What's done?
All the orcs are dead as far as we can tell, and we killed Visceral.
We mercenaried them good.
There's definitely some shock and disbelief, and they're like, one person shouts, bullshit!
No, we got them all. We, a lot there was a lot of them too. Like there was one group and then killed them and then went, and there was a whole nother group. There was even a dragon. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
A dragon?
Yeah.
Oh no, is there a dragon?
No, it's gone now. I mean, I cut the top of its head off and it died.
When I think about it, we killed like 30 orcs.
Yeah, a lot of orcs. Yeah, all of them are dead though. So,
Yeah, I killed that two-headed giant pretty quick.
tired. Follow-up question. Has anyone seen a man with long orange dirty hair and tattoos all over him?
They killed them. They killed the orcs. And they start cheering and they boost you up onto their shoulders. You can see that the mayor is talking to the guard like independently, but all the normal people, all these militiamen have dropped their spears and they're carrying you into the bar and they're buying you rounds. Unless you guys want to escape, that is going to be your evening.
I'm kind of pushing away drinks, and I guess during the evening I would probably we'll be in the bar, I guess.
Yeah.
Aedoro worms his way outside.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
14.
Okay, it takes you a little while, but you managed to get out before too long.
It's not really a scene.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dante definitely stays in there for a while, just
Having a good
tired
time.
and thinking about all the weird things that happened to him today.
Gormo just goes around and individually asks as many people as he can about Sweeney, and if he's seen anyone that looks like him with the orange hair, the tattoos, heard of a wizard or anything like him. He rambles off some of like things that Sweeney says, like common phraseology and things. And does anyone recognize him?
No one seems to know that description now.
Well, I guess that's the best I can do. And he kind of tries to make his way outside as well, because this is, again, Gormo's trying to complete this mission. Helping with the orcs and stuff was just a way for him to get out and be able to continue on. So he steps outside, I guess, or tries to get outside.
Okay. But Aedoro, you're the first one outside. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That is a 20.
All right, nice. So when you go out, early on, you see the mayor is leaning out of her window, and she's sending off some messenger birds out into the sky, and they're heading off in different directions.
So Aedoro makes his way over to her house, I guess,
The Shaw house.
and knocks on the door.
Okay. She comes down and she opens it for you. How can I help you?
Well, payment for deed done,
Right.
for one.
Of course. I thought you'd gotten payment from your friend, but
He offered money, but you were hiring to protect
yes,
the town.
yes, I will. Yes, come in. She leads you inside, and Cassandra is just sitting on the stairs in another dress that is completely ruined by chimney soot and dust and dirt, and she's sitting there again barefoot and just looking at you. Is it true you killed all the monsters?
As far as we could find them, yes.
So we're good then. We're safe.
Sure.
Are you gonna stay?
Probably not.
Okay. And she just sort of seems satisfied and just walks upstairs. And Octavia comes back in. She's like, I'm sorry for her. She's going through a time.
Can I do an insight check on Octavia?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
At this point, I think I'd probably be trying to make myself...
Well, this is earlier. This is before Gormo even got out.
Oh, okay.
23.
23. She seems relieved that the orcs are dead. Octavia comes with a purse and she says, here's what we have. It may not be as much as you're used to, but if we need to set up some sort of payment system.
How much does she give me?
15 gold.
So I just take the one gold piece and say the payment is done and go to walk towards the door.
Listen, thank you. You guys really were a godsend.
It's not a problem. It's all part of the job.
What do you do with the rest of your evening? This is before Gormo and Dante emerge.
Well, I walk over to the inn that we were in.
Okay.
And when I walk in, do I see the innkeeper?
Yeah, she's behind the desk. She's reading.
And I give her like the eyeball, like the stink eye.
She waves.
And then I go to my room.
Okay.
And lock the door.
Gormo, Dante, what do you guys do when you make your way out?
I shuffle my way out. I've kind of asked my questions about Sweeney and gotten really nowhere. Do I see anybody just out in the guards or anybody walking around?
There are guards on the perimeter still.
Okay, I go and I make my way to each of the guards and I ask them about Sweeney. Do any of them say anything?
They don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
As they're walking, you also notice they've doubled up the patrol.
They've doubled up the patrol. Okay. So I'm going to make a...
Can I be walking with them? Or
I'll say that you're probably a few minutes out behind him.
So I guess you see me walking around and talking to all the guards. As I go and I talk to more and more guards, I'm going to say Gormo's not too quick to this kind of stuff, but he understands social norms and he understands how a castle staffs itself and the staffing of a place, right?
Yeah.
He understands when there's differences and discrepancies. It's kind of what they do, what's here, what shouldn't be here, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I would think he notices that there are more guards than there were before.
Sure.
And he asked one of the guards, while I'm on the topic of people and stuff, is there a reason why there's more of you out tonight than there was before?
You said you killed all the orcs you were aware of.
Well,
we're
yeah.
just being careful.
Okay.
When we knew the orcs were coming, we were waiting. We had some on the walls, but some inside the walls to be prepared in case they broke through, but now we just watched from all sides.
From what? I mean, orcs?
Maybe.
What else are you guys waiting for?
We don't know. We saw the giant. We saw the orcs. You said you killed a dragon?
Yeah.
So that's what we're waiting for. We don't know what else is out there.
Oh.
This is a bad place.
Why are all of you still here then?
Because you said you're not sure.
Not sure about what?
About whether you got them all.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure we got all of them.
Okay, well, we can't take your word for that.
Why?
Because we don't know you.
Well, I don't know you either, but I just went out and killed about 50 orcs for
And
you.
we're very grateful for that, but we do need to protect ourselves.
Okay, well, I do understand that. I'm going to roll an insight to see if any of this is true.
Sure, yeah.
If he feels like sincere about this.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, he seems sincere. He definitely believes, at least, these are the orders that he has, and this is the reasoning behind them, and that is what he believes.
Why, might I ask, are you still in this area if there's orcs or dragons or things like that? I mean, why stay?
Where else do we go? We have a life here.
What is that life exactly?
It's hard and it's brutal, but on the road, we stand no chance.
And just so I can ask, how did you guys get into this whole confrontation with the orcs in the first place?
Gosh, weeks ago, Visceral shows up, and he asks for the women. He says he'll give most of them back, but he wants to pick some.
For what?
He never told us.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. I mean, good to you guys for keeping this place safe. And
Well, we said no, and he burned our fields. And we said no, and he killed our livestock.
Wow. Roll for insight. See if
Yeah.
that is again true.
Yeah,
Even higher?
It
That's
is-
a 24.
that is true.
Okay. Well, good luck to you guys for, lasting this out. Do you think you have enough supplies to make it through the next few seasons? Or, what are you going to do for farming?
It's going to be a hard winter until we can get our farms back, but we'll watch for a few days, and if it seems safe, we'll start sending out some farmers, and it's going to be tough starting from scratch.
While this is happening, Aedoro in his room has packed up all of the belongings that he had left behind, and then leaves the hotel. And as he walks by the desk, drops the key next to the innkeeper.
Okay.
And then walks out and looks for a blacksmith.
Okay. You find one. It takes most of the night. Well, there's one in the bar. You have to go grab him, but he is very happy to heat up the forge for you, and in any sort of thanks he can give you. It'll be still you'll have to pay, but it'll be cheaper than usual because thank you so much for what you've done for our town and stuff. So he goes and he heats up the bellows for you.
Okay. And
So
You're gonna get your spear
I
repaired.
fixed my spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that takes you most of the night.
Okay.
Basically, that's what you're doing for probably until 1 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm going to go, after talking to the guards, I get no information about Sweeney, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go down and go to the mayor just to
Yeah.
kind of do one last, thank you. And, also let her know, hey, we did get those orcs.
Yeah.
So go in. Is she still inside? Or
Yeah,
she
she's
drinking?
inside.
Okay. Hey, Gormo here.
Hello, Gormo.
Just
And
wanted
Dante.
And Dante.
Hello, Dante.
Just wanted to make it clear. I was talking to some of the guards. You guys don't need to double up the guards tonight. We took out all the orcs. I killed a big old dragon. And the king too. They're all gone.
Well-
So, if there's a night to kind of take it easy, I think everybody could, honestly, they could probably pretty high strung up there if they could just take some time to relax. And
Thank you for your advice, Gormo.
thank you. Thanks.
Good night.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that we did do that.
Thank you.
Is that clear?
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Yes. Or what are you guys? What's the next move now that everything's taken care of?
We wait. We make sure that everything's gone.
Okay. All right. Well, just wanted to say that, and thanks for the drinks and the hospitality. I asked everybody else, but have you seen a wizard?
You asked me as well. I have not.
But I know everybody's stressed at a time. Maybe a few things might jingle around.
I have not.
Can I roll
Okay.
insight?
Yeah, sure.
On her? 15.
Fear. There's still something that she's afraid of.
So I'll roll insight as well.
Sure.
18.
Yeah, also that, still.
Okay.
What is still out there? I can tell you're afraid of something.
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there's nothing out there and that we're just being silly by being overcautious. But it never pays to be prepared.
Yeah.
Of course. So do you think it's anything that we haven't already seen, like orcs or dragons?
We
or?
didn't know about the dragon. That was new information.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a dragon. It was a wyvern.
Yeah, it was a wyvern.
dragon-ish.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a dragon. I've only seen, when I say I've seen a lot of pictures of dragons. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of them out there. I don't know the chromatic dragons as well as I know the metallic ones.
We just want to be sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Is everything all right here in the home?
Everything's fine. Thank you so much.
Insight check.
Sure.
14.
17.
Something's still bothering her, and it's definitely not like a hostage situation. Like, is there a man with a gun on you right now, kind of thing? It's not that, but there's definitely something that's on her mind that maybe she is now thinking about now that the orc situation is resolved.
Look, I'm oftentimes I listen to nobles. I listen to my master, Prince Horace Kemp, who is great, but sometimes needs advice, a little push in the right direction. So I'm happy to sit here and offer my services. In fact, I will make you some eggy toast. It is delicious.
Thank you very much for your offer, Gormo. You've been more than enough help.
Great. So pans, or what do you typically, pots? What's kind of the best way to get the stove
Good
going?
night. And she closes the door.
Huh. Well, I think something's still wrong. It just seems Horace makes this face sometimes when he gets really concerned, or when he's covered in blood, or when I've dropped something. And she had a very similar face, and I think there's something we're missing here.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much we can do now. I'm going to go to bed and grow my hair back.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, I guess I'll go to bed too. Will that happen to... Okay. So I go up to my room and I get on the floor again and lay down, and I guess Dante goes to his room as well.
Sure.
I lock the door. I guess Dante locks the door.
You guys sleep peacefully.
Go to sleep. Okay. Getting my hit points back.
Yeah, get your hit points back. Dante, you're going to get your hair back later in the afternoon.
Can we say that does it grow back slowly, or does it just come back all at
I
once?
think it's automatic.
It's kind of like those like Play-Doh where like you push on a thing and the hair just like out of your head all at once.
That's fair.
I like it being like Teen Wolf. Like, it's like, oh, there he goes. There's all the hair.
That's got to feel real weird because it's all over your body. You're like,
oh yeah.
That's kind of
If anyone's ever had to had their armpit hair grow back in, I have had to do that once.
But the thing is, like, it's everywhere,
Yeah.
all at once.
The worst part is when
it feels like someone's squeezing you and like hair is just coming out of you everywhere.
Itchy too for like
it's going to be very strange.
itchy minute for you.
Oh God,
Your clothes are going to feel very confining for a minute.
Just poof. Ah!
that actually might feel pretty awesome. Like all this hair just pushing out of your head at the same time. It might feel like really nice.
All right, it's morning, I guess.
At about 6 a.m, there's a knock on Gormo's door.
Okay, has the light come in yet?
Yeah, it's just starting to.
So I've probably like put on my shirt and I'm so. One moment. So I just finished buttoning up. I put on my tie, put on my jacket. I have my battle axe under my jacket. Everything's all arranged. Okay. I open the door. Yes, hello?
It's Brother Jonas, the priest you guys rode in with.
Oh, hey. What's going on?
I think there's something underneath the temple.
I'm sorry?
I think there's something underneath the temple.
The temple here in town?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what are we talking? Rats?
Something else.
I'm gonna be honest. I gotta get on the road. I mean, like, what do you think? Piping? You think it's something we can just figure out? Like, I got a couple other gold pieces.
I heard something that chilled me to my very core. Can I come in, please?
Sure. Sit on the bed. It is unused, so I close the door.
Okay, that's strange. Do you want to get your friends?
Oh, yeah, of course. 1 second. Now, you said chilled, like this is like not cold, but you use the euphemism
I'll talk about this with everyone.
Yeah, sure. So I go, I knock on all the doors, I wake up.
Well, Aedoro's not there.
Okay, so Aedoro's gone. Sure.
Well, did you sleep at the blacksmith shop?
I slept there, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Would I have not known that he was sleeping at the blacksmith?
Probably not.
I guess, no, you went back to your room, I thought.
I went back to my room, and then I got all my belongings.
Oh, that's right.
Packed up and left.
Okay. So I check on your room, I open it up, and I don't find you in there. And I'm confused. So then I go into Dante's room, I wake him up. Hey, do you know where Aedoro is?
What time is it?
It's 6:05 a.m.
Why would you have a watch?
I have a sundial watch. I have a pocket watch.
Oh, that's true.
Gormo
he
has
absolutely
a pocket watch.
would.
Gormo has a pocket watch. Yes.
His personal clock is flawless.
Also, his personal clock is exact.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's 6:05 a.m. Why are you still getting out of bed? You're still in bed.
Yes.
Well, come on, we gotta get up. The sun's up.
I totally get up. Gormo, what's happening?
Hey, do you know where Aedoro is?
Oh, my hair's not back. Damn it.
Yeah, you're still very. Yeah. Do you know where Aedoro is?
No, is he? I thought
He's not in his room. Do you think he would have left already?
Maybe. He wasn't really keen to fight with us to begin with.
I don't know. He was a little bit. I figured he would have at least taken a nice sleep. Strange he would have left last night. Okay, well, the priest said there was something going on with the temple, that it was cold, or he said he wanted to talk in my room. So you have a second?
Yeah.
So
I'm awake now.
So I bring Dante into my room. Hey, Aedoro, I guess, left last night, but Dante's here. So, I mean, is this another job, or? By the way, did we finish our mercenarying? Is there like a thing we have to sign off on for our previous thing that we did?
No.
Or like someone we have to? No. Okay. All right. Good.
When I was a young boy, my father took me hunting. I was always bad at it, but it was fun to spend time with my father. At one point, a goat got caught in one of our snare traps, and it screamed. And it didn't scream like I thought an animal should scream. It really unsettled me to my very core, and I never hunted again.
Okay.
There was something that I heard beneath the temple last night that was much, much worse.
Like, so you think there's an animal down there or something?
I smelled something strange, and then I heard something. I thought it was like the wind, through the bell tower. It sounded sort of like that, but some part of my brain just I panicked, and I don't know what it is. But I know that it's something unnatural.
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
It's really good. 24.
Yeah, he hasn't been sleeping well. You can tell that. You can tell that he's definitely hot and bothered about something. He seems to believe what he's saying.
Okay. He's not a monster? Okay.
Oh, and he's a mimic.
Oh, he's a mimic. Okay, cool. Cut off his head. Well, that sounds concerning. So this would be like another job?
If you would help,
I
would appreciate it.
We'll
hit the road this morning. We'll head back to town, but
so like kind of like a peak or something?
Yeah.
Fun never stops here, huh?
Okay. Well, I'll let the mayor know, of course.
I'd like to. I don't know what to expect.
Why?
Suddenly,
Everybody seemed really nice.
Suddenly, there's a knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Oh, come in.
And I open the door. It's Aedoro.
Oh, hey. We thought you left this morning.
No, I was at the blacksmith fixing my spear.
Oh, all night?
Have you ever blacksmithed?
No. Why?
Okay.
Is it a lot like crocheting?
It takes a lot of time.
Oh,
but
like crocheting.
especially when you get acid all over your weapon. But
Like crocheting.
sure. I don't know, but the I'm just gonna do this out of the game.
Yeah.
The blacksmith shop is really close to the temple, and early in the morning there was this sound.
Really?
I don't know, like it felt like a sound that gets carried on the wind, that it feels really far away,
And
but
then
it's
it
not.
chilled you to your bone?
No, it made me alert.
Oh.
And not able to sleep.
I'm sure.
well.
I'm sure it was because you were still groggy, and if you'd been fully cognizant, it would have chilled you to your bone, like me. I bet.
It's okay. We all get chilled to our bones
No,
sometimes.
I'm
if you're chilled to your bone, you can say it. This is a safe place. We killed like 50 people together. I think it's fine if you want to be vulnerable sometimes and say you get chilled to your bone. Horace has trouble with that sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. We all get scared. I get scared. I get scared too.
I get scared sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I was fine. It's
Okay.
just not natural.
Yes, not natural. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. You sure we shouldn't run this by the mayor?
Oh, definitely not.
I don't trust
Wait,
that
why?
mayor.
Why?
You were there with me last night.
Well, yeah, she
just
was very
kicking us out of
concerned.
her house.
Well, yeah. We don't live there, and
She was off.
Did you notice that they doubled the guards after we killed all the orcs?
yeah, I noticed that. I talked to a few of the guards, and it makes sense, right? We found dragons out there. Well, I'm sorry, a wyvern. They found wyverns out there. They didn't know there were wyverns. They're doubling the security. Just be sure, right?
No.
Okay.
Temple. Let's just go find out what's going on here.
Last time Horace went into a temple, it was really bad. What do we know about this temple? Does anyone know anything about Palor? I don't really know very much about him.
I don't have a clue.
Religion checks.
Yeah.
18.
18.
Aedoro
got
gets
14.
an 18.
Yeah, Pelor, god of the harvest, god of sun, definitely like the most sort of classically like good deity.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Pelor.
I mean, it's just a temple of Pelor, but doesn't mean that it wasn't something else previously.
I guess. Oh, okay. Can temples be like that sometimes?
Well, we're kind of in like the worst place I've been to in like 3 years.
Oh, do you think
The Great Waste is. Ugh.
Do you think
They're
the
wastes.
Pelor has something to do with that?
I doubt it.
I don't know much about gods, but probably not.
Yeah, because I mean, god of the harvest, he would be. I mean, this is a pretty bad place for harvesting.
Pelor's generally a benevolent god.
Okay.
I doubt that it'd be weird if he's the one creating blood-curdling sounds that chill people to their bone.
Right, right.
But there's something strange
Okay. Well, let's
in the neighborhood.
Let's check it out. Well, I mean, I don't know who we're gonna call about this, but
Rocks fall, you all die. So you guys,
too many jokes. We had to die.
so you guys go to the temple. Do you guys go inside? How are you doing this?
I want to go outside
what's the
and
priest's name
do
again? Sorry.
perception.
Jonas.
Jonas, do you know of a back way in? Somewhere where we wouldn't be seen entering?
There's a storm cellar.
We should go in that way.
You sure we should go in the storm cellar?
Yes.
Can I do a perception check and see if I hear any of that
Sure, yeah.
stuff? 15?
You don't.
It's quiet now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going in the storm cellar. Hold on a second. He kind of takes off his jacket and kind of folds it a little bit and sets it aside. I don't want to. Storm cellars are noticeable.
Here, I'll hold on to it, and Brother Jonas just takes it. And
Oh,
just,
thank you. It's just usually very dirty.
Great.
Really cleaned that. So, okay, we'll lead the way.
All right, so...
So Jonas, I guess, takes us to the storm
no,
cellar.
no, he doesn't.
Does he at least point it out?
Yeah, it's around the back.
Okay.
All right.
So I pull out my battle axe and unclip it so it's rocked and ready to go.
Uh-huh.
I pull the sheath off of my spear.
Is the door open to the storm cellar?
My nice
No.
brand...
Okay, so it's locked.
It's closed.
my
okay.
shiny brand new spear.
Yeah.
Well, I'll... does anyone want to try to open it? Does anyone have any kind of a key or a tools? Do you think Jonas might
I
have
can mage
something?
hand
Well,
it,
you
but-
said it's locked.
It's closed.
It's closed.
Maybe we should try the handle?
You pull on the handle. Sorry, it's not, that sounded like a scream. It is
terrifying.
It is the groan of
Whoa, these doors are evil!
the rusty hinges creak and it slams open.
All right. What's it look like down?
Stairs leading down, and as you look down, you actually see on the stairs there are small animal bones.
Okay.
Huh.
So remember earlier when we were I wonder what he meant by we're on the wrong side of it. Do you think the weird sounds have something to do with it?
I don't know. Let's go.
Okay. So
I
we
think that
go
little,
down
there's
into
something
this.
weird with that little girl, too.
What little girl?
I don't know, mayor's daughter? I think it's the daughter. I
Oh,
never
the
asked.
one who lost a shoe or something?
Yeah.
I think she burned her shoes.
Oh, yeah.
She's either just a crazy little girl or...
I mean, I've seen crazy little girls. I can tell you stories about Horace when he was young, but probably another time.
Yeah.
So I guess let's go into the cellar.
So Aedoro points his spear down the stairs and starts to walk down.
As you walk down, you hear the bones crunching underneath your feet.
I'm gonna roll a perception check,
Okay.
Just like those dry leaves.
and I got a 17.
Okay. So what are you listening for or looking for?
I'm just as we're going down the stairs, is there things shifting out of view?
As you step down, the first thing you hear are the crunching bones, and then you smell something. It smells very foul. It's sort of like someone's boiling vomit and roadkill, and it's acrid.
That's
and
a good
it's-
smell.
and it's filling your nose and it's making your eyes water.
So I take a cloth out of my bag and wrap it around my mouth and my nose.
You continue down, and there's boxes and supplies. There's shovels. There's spades. There's a lot of things. There's sandbags for when there's flooding in the town. A lot of it's covered in dust. There's some cobwebs on some things. As you move in further, there's sort of a path between the boxes, and you can hear voices speaking very quietly around the sort of corner.
Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I try and roll perception to see if I can hear what they're saying?
Sure.
17.
17. You can't make out the words. They're speaking a little softly for you, but it sounds like two female voices.
Do you think we should sneak up on them or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Is anybody else thinking witches?
No, wait, what? Why?
I don't know.
Look, all we know is there was a weird noise down here. Maybe they're putting on like a stage production, right?
Do you smell that?
I know, it's terrible, but we are under... I mean, maybe they haven't cleaned out the latrines down here?
There aren't latrines in the basement.
I'm just saying, we jumped to witches really fast.
You are very optimistic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Let's sneak.
maybe we sneak?
I want to get as close as possible, see if I can hear them.
Yeah,
without
stealth
getting-
checks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
16 stealth for Gormo.
That is a 15 stealth for Aedoro.
23 for me.
Jeez. All right. So
it.
you guys,
Ninjas.
one thing that you notice, and these animal bones actually go along the floor as well. One thing you quickly realize as you're stealthing is that you were making noise as you entered. So you start stepping gingerly around the bones. There's a way to step on them where you don't break any of them, and you.
So these are, when you say there's bones, like they're like everywhere on the floor.
They're not covering the floor, but they are definitely scattered enough that you will step on them if you're not careful.
So almost like, can I investigate to just see like as if how they've been placed, like they've been evenly spread across the floor as
Sure.
if to, for sound reasons?
Yeah,
like
go
hearing
for it.
people come in. Ooh, that was good. 24.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you think it's an alarm system.
It's an alarm system of some kind. It's like, so I stop them and I tell them this. I think there actually might be something going on here. These are not, well, first off, there's a bunch of animal bones down here. But second, I think someone actually set these up to let people know early if someone was actually coming in here. We should maybe, I pull out my battle axe. And
You already did.
I had it out earlier, but like I probably put it behind me when we were sneaking.
Okay.
So I've kind of taken it out to ready myself just in case.
Well, all right. I mean, I was saying witches, but you were saying no.
Well, I still don't think there might be. I mean, maybe there's not witches. I'm really hoping there are witches, but it's obviously something not good is happening down here.
All right, so
Can we hear them better?
You can hear them. They still seems like they're speaking pretty quietly. And in fact, actually make a perception check.
not
Is it parcel time?
24.
14.
24. You don't actually hear them anymore.
I can't hear anything.
Do I still hear them?
What'd you get?
10.
No.
Okay. I was just thought that would have been super weird if his perception was high and he couldn't
Yeah.
hear them, and mine was low and I could.
Do I know if they're there at all, or just like I just
Future
can't hear
dungeon.
anything?
Still
Master game.
sounds like there's something over there.
We can't see them, right? They're still around a corner.
Correct. In fact, you can actually hear what sounds like a low flame.
There's a fire,
Okay.
but I can't hear them talking.
What do we see? So we're still walking down a hall, like a narrow hall, right?
It's not really a hall. It's more of a hallway between boxes.
Okay. So there's,
And
so
you can
this is
see
like,
it turns to the left.
so we're
behind
under
you.
the church right now,
Mhm.
and this underground area is just filled with boxes.
Yeah, boxes and storage and
Like almost like a smaller version of like the end of Ark of the Covenant. Where there's
it's
like,
more like a shed.
okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff just like piled here. There's like scarecrows for like the harvest festival, things like that.
Okay. So basically this would be at the other end of the room. So it's really just one big room.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like around the corner of the room. Yeah,
Do we see any fire light coming out from the corner?
you don't from where you
But
are.
we hear fire, or he hears fire.
I can hear yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess let's just turn and see if we can peek our head out around the corner then.
Yeah. I want to just keep sneaking as close to the corner as I can get.
Yeah.
So I guess do we see anything when we pop our heads out
We
the corner?
Scooby Doo it. He's
Yeah.
Dante's on top because he's now like 6'8".
super tall. You're
I'm in the
medium,
middle.
and I'm on the bottom for sure.
Okay, you poke your heads around. You see a large iron cauldron with a small fire beneath it, and two women standing behind it.
Okay, I think there might be witches.
Both of
in
them
here.
you recognize.
Okay, who are they?
One of them is the old woman who was shouting at all of the men when you guys first arrived. Mildred, they called her. The other is the innkeeper,
Annabelle?
Annabelle. And they are also staring in your direction.
Are they looking at us?
They see us.
So they are looking directly at us, not
Yeah.
in our direction, but at us.
When you turn the corner, they're like, hello.
I pop back up. Hi.
Hi, hello.
I knew it.
Just
No. Hello, hi.
I was just we're looking for extra food for breakfast.
Yeah, some of the guards are really hungry.
I'm gonna roll
and
deception.
I need more food.
20 deception.
20 deception, you're just looking for more food?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow, they kind of believe you. They look at you, they say, well, you didn't find food. The other thing that you notice actually is there's a low light coming from below the cauldron. There's also, behind them, hanging carcasses of chickens and ducks and even a pig.
I'm gonna say, that's food. Are you guys making soup?
It smells wonderful.
After a fashion.
I'm not familiar with that phrase.
So what are you making then?
What the hell are you doing down here?
No,
I want to do persuasion.
Gormo doesn't have anything else
I
to
want to
say.
do persuasion to try and get convinced.
All right,
them.
Dante,
He's
go
not a
ahead.
fast talker.
Dante, go ahead and do a persuasion.
23.
23. Well, now that those orcs are dealt with, we can finally get back to the task at hand.
Oh,
What is that specific task that you guys are doing?
We have an arrangement with the mayor.
Okay.
cool.
And the arrangement would be...
Let's play a game.
No, well, before we play the game, and I love games, have you ever played Dragon Chess? Oh, I'm getting off topic. The mayor thing. What's the arrangement you have with the mayor?
Question for a question.
Okay, sure.
Sure, games are fun.
Yeah, I actually have to know a lot of these.
I'm not big on games.
Yeah, you don't have to play.
You get the first question. Who would like to speak for your group?
I mean, I'll go.
Can we alternate?
Sure, yeah. I think that would be fun. That would be more fun. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll go first. What arrangement do you have with the mayor?
We're trying to help her solve a problem.
I
Question
realize I didn't give like specificity there. Okay, we'll get that the second time.
question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first sad memory you have?
The first sad memory I have? Oh man. Well, probably when I didn't make first servant for the Kemps. There's a starting period, and I didn't make it. You have to carry a certain number of trays and things, and I didn't get it the first time.
Thank you.
Anyways, okay, well,
Can I roll an insight to see if they're trying to like trick us into doing some kind of weird
Sure.
spell
Yeah, go for
by
it.
asking us questions? 9.
You're out of your depth, buddy.
I figured.
I'll roll insight as well.
Sure.
Nope, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, since I haven't been interacting and I'm automatically suspicious, I want to roll insights.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
16. You don't know as far as the reason, but they definitely don't seem bothered by the fact that you're here. It seems like they're making the best out of the fact that you're here.
Dante, I think ask the same question, but maybe ask for more specifics. I think that's going to be the best move here.
So,
As you guys talk, Mildred is sort of like going back to her work, and she's like stirring
So-
the cauldron and like putting things in.
what problem are you trying to solve?
A problem with the mayor's daughter.
Sometimes my hunches are pretty good.
I feel like, so you said something about the girl, and okay. We still didn't get into a lot of specificity there.
I lean over, but next time ask what the problem with the daughter is.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what we have to do. So what's your question?
To the half-elf.
Yep.
What was the name of your first true love? This is Annabelle, by the way, who's doing most of the talking.
Okay. Her name was Ariana.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah. Maybe ask about the daughter.
It is your turn.
What's your intent to do in this town? You say that you have a problem, but specifically, what are you conjuring up? What is this spell? And
Your first question was, what is our intent to do in this town? Our intent is to lie low and live our lives as peacefully as possible.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Next
The
question.
lie low thing was questionable, though.
I think we need to establish some rules if we're playing this.
For the spear wielder. What was the name of the first person you killed?
The first person I killed?
Yeah.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Indulge us.
I believe the first person I killed was an outwielder named Sander.
Thank you for your honesty.
So what's wrong with the mayor's daughter, specifically?
Nothing's wrong with her. She's dead.
But-
Your question? No, I'm sorry.
Hold on. You know what?
It's our turn.
I will. I will actually.
Mildred, did you want to? No, dear, you're doing a great job.
I'd actually like to
Fantastic.
interject. I
That's
believe.
not the way the game
Well, I
is
think you're
played.
interpreting this to your own means. Well, I just want to be clear here. We've had established rules. I play games with Horace a lot, and I often note when he's cheating, and I think this is cheating. I asked, what is wrong with the mayor's daughter specifically? You said nothing is wrong, she's just dead. I believe that means something is wrong because she is very much alive. So I have to ask, follow-up, did you do this?
It's not your turn yet.
I think you're breaking rules here. I asked specifics, and you didn't give a specific answer.
It's not your turn yet.
Just
You know what? I think we should go talk to the mayor about the daughter. It might be the best next
You
approach
hear
here.
the cellar door slam shut behind you guys.
I've had enough of this.
Okay, well, let's, before we do anything crazy,
finish the
there
game
might have been a
bit.
gust of air. What? Did you happen to close the cellar door?
Yes.
Ah, see, I got another question out of her. So I think that was pretty, everybody thought that was pretty good, right? Okay.
Then we get to...
No, that's not how the game is actually played. You set the rules, one question. Look, you answer an extra question. I can't do it. I don't know. I feel good today. I feel...
Make a persuasion check.
You have great charisma, huh?
I've got a boost to charisma. 3.
Yeah. 2 questions.
I mean, no, but sure. Go right ahead. Fire away.
Gormo,
I didn't give you my name.
tell me your father's name.
So what do you guys think?
I think you should say fuck off and let's deal with this.
I'd like to know more.
Oh, well...
Actually, what is your father? I want to know what your father.
Oh,
I want to know more about you.
my father's name is Felice. But yeah.
And our second question to the sorcerer. When did you find out about your magic first?
It was a long time ago. I was only 12 years old.
Now it's your turn. You had a question? By the way, you've noticed that Annabelle's voice has changed dramatically by this point.
It's gone from, obviously, like, the more like, hey, like,
Yeah.
to guttural.
Yeah, something different.
My question is...
Oh, I got one.
Oh.
Do you intend to kill us?
I was going to either say that or I was going to ask the outside of game.
No, that's not an outside of game
That's not-
conversation,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Real quick, let's huddle about this. So we get in a huddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
She immediately kind of goes back to the cauldron.
So I think maybe we should ask if they're going to intend to kill us, because, I mean,
I was
kind
gonna
of going in circles here.
we
Yeah.
could always just kill them.
Well, I mean, maybe they are trying to help the little girl if she's dead. I don't know what the cultures are of this area. I mean, I just don't want to misinterpret things. Clearly, there's some shady stuff happening.
There's nothing good coming out of this.
I'm just thinking right now, do you think this is what that big orc guy was talking about?
Think about the tense involved.
think so.
When she said the daughter is dead, there's nothing wrong, she's dead. Does that mean they're talking in the future like they're going to kill her?
No, I think maybe she's actually dead.
It could be either.
Well, what question do you want to ask?
I was going to ask what the purpose of this game is.
Oh,
For them.
that's a great question. Okay, we got our question.
The question is, what is the purpose of this game for you?
To give you the answers you need and to give us information we can use.
Not good, I don't think.
Well, I mean, maybe they just, they
We
like to be
still
gossips in the town.
Have a turn
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, we're just talking amongst ourselves.
to the warrior with the spear. You look nervous.
If you're mistaking nervousness for being pissed off, then yes.
Well, perhaps the error was mine. When were you the most afraid in your life?
How about, I'm not going to tell you. You said you'd ask questions. You never said we had to answer them.
Then I have no obligation to answer yours, and the entire game is forfeit.
That's true. We should get some more answers. So, just give an answer.
I go and whisper, you can make it up if you want.
A long time ago.
Yeah, so you don't have to be specific. That's what they do.
Nicely played. You're learning the game.
Quick question. What are you planning to use the information you get from us for, specifically?
We sustain on certain things. And other things can come into play later. Like any good business person, some things you spend when you have them, and some things you stave away for a rainy day.
This is like talking to Horace when he's drunk.
You never know when you're going to need leverage.
Okay, well, that was pretty direct. I guess we should probably, tell somebody about this. This is...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was nice meeting both of you. And, we'll, I guess, see you outside sometime. And you should do something about your fireplace and the incense you use, because it apparently gave some people nightmares. Just some extra facts for you to know.
That was deliberate.
The nightmares?
Of course. We wanted a town full of fighters to fight off the orcs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that. The orcs were trying to steal women from the town, so I guess sometimes hard.
Oh my god!
Oh my
I just
God.
understood it.
Wait, what?
They were trying to get the women so they could find the witches and take them.
Oh, really?
That's what the orcs.
Is that why the orcs were here for you guys?
Is that your question?
Yep, that's
Yes.
my
Sure.
question.
Yeah. Sure.
That is why the orcs were here.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well,
Weapon down.
wait. Well, hold on.
Our question next.
Oh, are they bad? Why would the orcs want witches?
What did King Visceral tell you?
What did he tell me specifically?
Yes.
There's a lot of. He went. My question. That was one of the things he told me.
That's not something he tells you. That's something he says around you. What did he tell you?
Oh, he was screaming it at me, directly at me. And honestly, I don't personally understand the customs of orcs, and that might have been an orc. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm pretty sure that might have been what he was trying to tell me.
Make a persuasion roll.
My worst thing. 11.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. They want more from you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not how this game works, so I guess I'll just ask you a question. It's not
You
fun
can't-
when it's on the other end, is it?
You can ask. Yeah, go for it. They're just staring at you.
If we gave you false information, if we lied about one of our answers, what would happen?
We would know, and we would know that you are not playing the game in good faith.
Well, it's too bad. Because I guess you're pretty terrible at what you do, because that's not my father's name. I pull out my battle axe.
As you pull out your weapons,
Yeah.
and they stare daggers at you, and they ask, "Fine, our question. What do you think will happen here if we die?"
I'm not entirely sure. I don't intend to kill you, but I would like to bring you upstairs and ask you a few questions, with the mayor, of course, and potentially undead daughter. Again, feeling really good today.
As you say that, you hear a voice behind you say, "You're spoiling all the fun."
Who's that?
Oh, it's Cassandra.
Who? Oh, I look back
Right.
and is it
Yeah,
the daughter?
The daughter's just sitting on a box looking down at you guys.
Oh, hey!
Spoiling all the fun, not playing the games right.
You're dead.
No, Cassandra Shaw is dead.
Fraggles.
And you are, as I point my spear at her.
Right now, I'm called Cassandra Shaw, but when I turn 13, I get a new name. I've already got it picked out.
What's that?
I'm going to be called Black Luna.
Oh, what's Black Luna?
Black Luna is my hag name.
Oh, jeez.
Great. Are you playing the game with us?
I can be.
Does your mother know about you?
Yes. My turn.
Damn it.
My turn. Nana Night Willow, I want a good question. And Annabelle just shakes her head. She's still learning. I have one for the half-elf. What did your brothers think of you?
We have a turbulent past, me being a sorcerer and all. But they still love me.
What's the check?
Persuasion,
Persuasion.
right? Or
Persuasion?
just, I guess it would be deception.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually, I think they do.
Okay.
Like, I don't,
Oh,
I don't
well, then
think
I
they
guess
hate-
it's just
I don't-
a fact.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think they hate me, but they just don't like having me around because I'm dangerous.
But they still love you.
Yeah.
All right.
So persuasion of 27.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. You might be wrong.
Nah, I don't live in ignorant bliss.
Are you guys going to let us out of here? Just follow-up question?
It was your turn, so it's just your regular question. I don't know, Hilda? Hilda, what are we thinking? And Mildred just shakes her head. We have to bind them to secrecy if we do, darling. I see no reason to let them die here if that's not gonna help everyone. But we have to make a deal.
So Is this like a noble fence thing? I don't
You
really
know-
know much about hags.
I don't either.
Maybe you guys do. You can roll Arcana
Oh,
checks
yeah.
or History checks.
What can I roll to like find out if they're like?
I don't know
Are
anything.
they bad or good or?
History, probably. It's more of a folklore thing.
Okay, I got a 20 history.
I got an 18.
Okay. You guys know that hags are definitely evil, but they will hold to deals they make. They might try to find ways around the deals they make, but they will still honor deals.
Evil, huh?
To the letter of the law, probably not much beyond.
For some reason, I just remembered that hags are evil.
Wait, what?
You guys give magic a bad name.
That's a famous song I've heard before.
We just all sit there tapping our fingers like,
Well,
is it about to go down?
I feel like we could kind of put a pause on this. I have to go to the bathroom. I do. That you can read that probably, unless you're terrible at what you do. So I will go this way outside, find a latrine, and then I will come back and resume our conversation. Does that sound okay?
They just stare at you. They're just like, well, I suppose we can't do anything to stop you.
Oh, okay, great.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
They can do something to stop you.
That's a 16.
Oh, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, you feel like magic like creep around you, but then you keep walking and you seem okay. It seems like whatever they just didn't affect you.
Okay, so I go up outside of the storm drain.
Well, you start walking.
Oh, okay.
Annabelle points her finger and lightning crackles out at you.
Oh, damn.
All three of you. Go ahead and make some saving throws, dexterity saving throws, boys.
Advantage.
And then we'll roll for initiative. Because I know what you guys are thinking.
17.
16.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you guys are all dodge out of the way, but you still take half damage because that's how lightning bolt works.
So it's just like, I wonder when this is gonna go down. Oh,
I would like the history books to remember that we did not initiate the fight with a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I tried to do this peacefully. I just needed to go to the bathroom.
16 damage, so really it's half of that. It's 8 damage to all of you. And let's go ahead and roll for some initiative, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. We'll be back again next week for the dramatic conclusion to our bonus adventure. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Blockbuster Smash Up, where we smash together one great movie and one terrible movie and hopefully make a new cohesive film for you to enjoy. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.